a warehouse in northwest London, stocking some of over 100 different products sold and distributed by Tahira Foods. They're the UK's and Europe's leading supplier of halal products. The company started 14 years ago in response to growing demand for genuine and authentic halal products from the UK's Muslim community.
We started the idea in 1994 when a group of businessmen got together and looked at the market and realized that, in fact, there was an awful lot of people who were selling halal products, pretending to be halal, and they were not really halal. And we felt that it was important that we set up a company that is dedicated to halal and to build a brand that becomes trusted as authentic halal.
They began with just 3 lines of what's known as ambient products, selling to local convenience stores catering to Muslims. They used this time as a testing period and knew there was big demand for authentic and genuine halal food. Much of Tahira's success is down to responding to what the consumer wants and having big plans for the company at an early stage.
There was a lot of trial and error initially. And in terms of product line, we started with the product line that had the largest common denominator. So a product line that can actually be sold across various ethnic groups. And that was the line of ambient product. The other major idea that we had is that we wanted to be sold, we wanted the brand to be sold across all of Europe, not just in England. So from day one, we had a pan-European approach to the business.
From those humble beginnings, the company now has over 100 different halal food lines that it distributes around the UK and Europe. A key factor in the company's success was the decision to meet the increased demand from Muslim consumers by becoming distributors of halal products.
There was actually a very steep pent-up demand for the product. So, and we were proven right about that. At the beginning, we dealt with distributors. So we were dealing with distributors in Germany, distributors in Holland, distributors in France, and the like. That was the first phase of the company. The second phase was when we decided to actually do our own distribution. So in 2000, we took the steps to do our own distribution. We set up our own network of warehouses across Europe, and we started hiring our own sales and distribution teams, and the rest is history.
The initial support came from small local convenience stores who have regularly stocked Tahira products to meet the needs of their local Muslim community. In London and the South East, they service 350 stores. Customers are always looking for new halal products.
At the beginning it started smaller, but now it's increasing and increasing, and actually about the ranges which is increased at the moment. We've got ambient, frozen, fresh food, many lines which has increased, and we are looking forward, inshallah, to increase more and more, because our customers, they ask for something new, and we're trying our best to make them happy.
Many people are now demanding new halal foods. Even non-Muslims are asking to buy Tahira products because they're seen as a healthy alternative due to the way the animals are slaughtered.
Because it's popular, you know. Even if it's not Muslim people, they ask for halal food because it's healthy. You know, because when you slaughter the animals, that means that blood, which is the disease coming from the blood, it comes out throughout. And that's, some people, they are not Muslim, they are asking for halal food. Sometimes they calling me, and when you're coming to the area, we need that halal food.
A major factor in establishing Tahira both in the UK and Europe is its brand image. They spend time and effort ensuring the packaging is designed to reflect what the customer expects and demands from the product. They're also keen to ensure it meets the regulatory requirements of the country each item is sold in.
By law, put the factory ID. Now every packaging has the factory ID at the back. The first criteria, obviously, to comply with the European law in terms of the packaging, to ensure that it does not break any packaging regulation laws within Europe. And one way of overcoming this is by speaking to public analysts in the UK and registered body to ensure that everything we do develop actually goes through checks. Second criteria, obviously, to consider the market that we are targeting. We are targeting markets both in UK and around Europe: France, Germany, Holland, Sweden, and Ireland. So obviously we'll have to put the packaging to ensure that people do understand the various languages. So for example, we have the Dutch in there, we have the French, the German, to ensure that obviously it complies with the various markets. We want to make sure that the picture is satisfactory, the colors are satisfactory, etc. So we do actually make sure that it does meet the customer expectation.
A step change for the company was getting Tahira products into leading supermarkets in the UK for the growing Muslim market. They're now in every major multiple, including Britain's biggest supermarket chain, Tesco. Fazia Akmal has worked on pitching Tahira's range of halal foods directly to buyers at this level.
When the company was launched 14 years back, it was difficult for them to pitch halal because it was a very small market. There wasn't much demand for it. It was just available in your local butchers or grocery shop. But as years have gone by, more Muslims are coming, and then you get the younger generation, second and third generation, who would like to do a one-stop shop, go into the supermarket, pick the grocery up, pick the meat up. We have a lot of products which are coming in from all over the world now. The consumer demand is changing. We started with 3 products and now it's rapidly growing. In Tesco now, we've just launched 4 new lines. So there is a demand for the products and it's continuously changing. We're bringing more and more. We've got over 50 lines in supermarkets now available. Halal is the fastest growing industry, there is no doubt, and everybody has clicked onto it. Tahira, what we have in the stronghold, we've been set up for 14 years. Consumers trust the brand, they trust the name, so we can only grow.
At the newly built Harrow Central Mosque, visitors are offered Tahira foods. The brand is known and trusted amongst the Muslim community for being truly halal and is welcomed by those using the mosque.
It was a very, very necessary, because especially the young Muslim, who have grown up here, and they needed this sort of foods more than we elder needed, and because of their taste is British, and now they're getting the halal production from Tahira Food and other halal companies, similar as the British foods.
Nowadays, it's most important because children nowadays don't have time to sit down and eat. And with all the food, the fast foods that are available that we can't touch, like KFC and the sausages that we can't have, when we have our own halal version of it, we can actually give it to our children without letting them miss out.
My children don't really like eating curry every day, so it's best to have easy food for them, which obviously ready-made meals are really convenient and very good and easy, yeah.
Probably a lot more important for the younger professionals anyway, so they tend to spend a lot less time cooking and they're able to sort of grab something out from outside and bring it home, and it certainly helps if it's halal.
It's estimated the halal food market is worth around £2 billion worldwide, and companies like Tahira Foods are ensuring Muslims in the UK and Europe have the convenience and ability to buy and enjoy food products that meet with their strict religious dietary requirements.